2025 and looking at the predictions, what we're going to see. Yeah, so last podcast we spoke about 2024 and kind of recap some of the things that we saw. In this one, we're going to talk about some of the early 2025. We're recording this, it's like second week of Jan. What we anticipate to see, what we are already seeing.
Yep.
Some of it's overflow from 2024 that we just feel was going to boom.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're taking notes, I think it's going to be some of the things that you might want to be,
Start
you want to be
thinking
quick.
about.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
thinking about, be quick to.
Yeah.
We're already working in some of these things.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
got,
you move quick.
yeah, we move very fast.
Yeah, very fast.
We have a new product release coming this week. We've got a new product release. We'll do a podcast on it as well and talk about why and what we've done and why we've done it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all again about learnings of 2025 and what it looks like for us. So we'll start with a list of going.
First up is AI dominance.
Yes, so 2024 we spoke about this in the last, talk about it now. AI is moving fast as well.
Yeah.
It had a slowdown last year at the beginning of the year. It was kind of just sat there in a
Just ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to get into some really unique spaces with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... Previously, it was in its own silo. It was kind of like, this is an AI model, go to it, chat to it, and get it to do some things. Now we're getting to a space of where we're integrating AI with platforms. We're integrating it with documentation. We're integrating it with processes,
Yeah.
CRMs,
Yeah.
email marketing.
And it just makes everything quicker and more efficient. And I think
It's getting complex.
it's definitely complex, but I think
we're in it.
It's vital for businesses to
Yeah.
start thinking about. Because I know at the start I was thinking, oh no, there's no way an AI bot can take my job and do all this stuff that I do.
You got 6 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. You don't.
But like,
Please don't leave us.
but it can.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and it's continuing to get better and better, and it just can make your life so much easier if you have set it up and prompt it and spent the time.
But I think what's important in this is it's not that it's taking people's jobs.
No.
It's moving the requirement for the job. And this is what happened early. So when it first came out, there was a lot of going, it's taking people's jobs, it's going to take people's jobs. And look, it is going to.
Yeah, naturally.
Naturally, it will.
Yeah.
When you've got efficiencies that are just far faster than human.
Yeah.
But there is also other jobs that it is creating. And I think adopting the systems, adopting the platforms, the models, and how to utilize it for your business, you become a valuable asset.
Oh, 100%.
So if you're a business owner, look at how you can implement it into your business from an efficiency standpoint.
Yeah.
If you're a staff member, look at how you can upscale into it to be able to provide the value to the business owner.
Yeah.
And both things are complementary in themselves. We've got staff members in office that are very proficient in AI usage and the ability to utilize it.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly valuable for us. And then from a business owner and the adoption for it, I know from a cost, efficiency, effectiveness, result, exponential.
Yeah.
It's so valuable.
And it enables you to then, once you've got it in place, remove the fluff of, the admin tasks or the repetitive tasks you have to do each day so that you can step back and start thinking about, further growth for the department or for the business or other process changes that you can do in the business or, adding in another service stream or,
Exactly.
There's so many opportunities that can come from it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so awesome. I just can't believe it.
Yeah, we're loving it at the moment. We've got
Crazy.
some great things that are happening, but definitely one that is going to be more and more. And leaning into the AI as well. I know on the list that we had there, it was like product. I think AI tailoring is going to be really unique in marketing. So talking about marketing.
Personalization.
We're going to go into personalization. AI models are going to be able to understand more around user behavior, being able to stitch into sites, stitch into e-com, stitch into different marketing material to be able to what you'll call hyper-personalization, right? So being able to tailor products based on learning, not just based on a predefined system of, if X, Y, Z, then produce ABC. It's more going to be uniquely creating content based upon action, leveraging AI models to do so. At the moment, that is very early in its adoption. That will start to boom, and actually be able to uniquely create content that is made for you, not made for everyone and just targeted to an audience. So at the moment, if, to summarize it, at the moment when you're marketing and leveraging, forms of media buying, you're creating ads and then distributing them to an audience set that you define. What about if we were to be able to individually not even have to create the content that it would define based on your goal? So you would have a goal and the AI models would be able to define the content, create the content and target the person.
And understand that user's behavior.
Based on your goal and their personality and meeting them together. Hyper-personalization.
Yeah. Even like I'm thinking Google ad campaigns, like they've got the PMax campaign. I think that will just continue to develop and get better and better.
Landing on a
personalized
landing page and a home page, and it being able to speak to you and your business in context.
Yeah. It's wild.
Very interesting thought.
Yeah.
What do you got next?
Next up was content creation, which sort of goes into what we've just spoken about.
It'll continue this year.
Yeah.
It'll continue.
Yeah, content like blog content for your website and SEO. Content across social media, like video content, reels.
Yeah.
They kicked off last year and I think they will continue to.
Yeah. Content creation for us last year 5x'd our organic traffic through to our website.
Yeah, wow.
In a year.
Jeez. Just keep podcasting, keep chatting.
Pretty good, hey?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
There you go.
It's awesome.
Content creation is important.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's interesting. I actually had a similar discussion just before actually with a client about just, what else can we do? What can I do while you guys are doing all of, your stuff? And I threw the idea out there of like just video, just, pick up the phone. You're the business owner.
Yep.
People love to see faces.
Content.
Yeah, authenticity.
We're talking about that.
Being transparent. And, obviously it's time and resource away like for the business owner. But if you've got a spare minute, just show your face.
Yeah.
Chuck it up on Instagram. People love it and just be consistent with it when you can.
Yeah, nice.
I think that'll continue to be a thing as well.
Definitely.
I've also got predictive analytics.
Yeah, so I spoke about this last time about leveraging AI for aggregating data and being able to produce an output. You can use things like, at the moment, I don't know if you've used, but for anyone else, Notebook LM is incredible. Allows you to upload files, bulk files, and then be able to get kind of like summarization from that. Moving forward, platforms, GA4.
Data Studio, please have AI in it.
Yeah, those sort of things will start looking at past history of data, trends, and how things are progressing to be able to predict the future of it. That will become more and more apparent, even to the point of where you'll start seeing AI prediction in sales from things like Shopify and being able to show that you made X amount this month, you made 100K this month, based on your GA integration, based on your SERPs, based on this, based on that, based on your campaigns, we anticipate you're going to be 120K this month.
Yeah.
That sort of idea
and
will
take into
become
account seasonal trends as well.
Exactly. Look at last year's trends. Did last year or in this month last year we see a 20% increase statistically?
Yeah.
And kind of taking into account that. I think large aggregating of data and modeling will be able to start getting us into that predictive insights.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And AI in Data Studio would just be amazing as well.
Yeah.
Just go in and just type in what you need.
Create.
And then just do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of platforms that are starting to do that AI creation. We use a lot of different form builders depending on the client we're working with, but a couple of form builders that I've been using have an AI model in there now as well. So in the back end, you can just like build me a form for XYZ and it builds a form. And I'm not meaning like a native form. We know that ChatGPT and all of those have been able to write code for ages. But actually within the platforms like, HubSpot being able to create dashboards for you and be able to use AI to be able to create the dashboards. And you'll start seeing things like Xero accounting software be able to do reports for you based on what you're looking for, and which Stripe does as well.
Yeah.
They have a AI platform of where you can go based on all the data, find me X, Y, Z, and it will go and aggregate, learn from your data and provide you your output. So those
cool.
sort of things around that
Yeah.
reporting is going to be really interesting. It saves a lot of time.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Yeah, gives you all the trends.
Next up, I've got personalized communication. So
Yeah, that's kind of leaning back in that space of the AI hyper-personalization. That's, I think that would be across different platforms and through web, through marketing. We may see some transitions in Google and within their AI, AI overviews, whether it can get personalization ads in there.
Yeah.
I know that Perplexity was starting to look at running ads. It will be interesting of whether we see this year the implementation of ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, your AI models integrate in ads.
Yeah.
That's one that could become apparent.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see on that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. I know it's been floated around already, and I know Perplexity did throw it around. I think there was some testing for it as well.
Yeah.
So that in personalization, talking about that, it could be an option for that.
There's also transparency and authenticity, which we've spoken about. Content, I feel like authentic content on video is going to grow. People like people, and people resonate with people rather than just things and whatever.
Yep. They don't want the fluff.
They don't want the fluff. They just want
authenticity,
real content. That. We've also got customer engagement, different strategies in customer engagement.
Yeah, they're going to change. I know that there's been this year or the end of last year, there was a big uptick in live shopping.
Okay. Oh no, I did see that actually. Yeah.
That's a customer engagement strategy. So that is again other ways that people can interact. If you've not seen live shopping, it's people on TikTok that will basically have clothing and will wear clothing and talk to the audience during it.
Yeah.
And go, and people will ask, can you try this on? Can you wear this? Can you try this outfit?
Yeah.
And they're like in the shop to try the outfit for you.
Yeah. Which is
and then
wild.
You buy it based on that interaction.
Yeah.
So rather than it being just, static shopping, you actually engage with the owners or engage with people within the store to buy the product. It has blown up in Asia as a collective.
Yeah.
We are starting to see some very large organizations in America
adopt it.
Dip the toe in. It's a really interesting space.
Yeah.
I never profess to be any form of expert in e-com, but I love how it works. I love the engagement around it, but it is going to be leaning on how do we engage through different mediums with the potential audience. A lot of ad material now, we have almost become like we're desensitized to it.
Oh yeah.
It's so repetitive and everything has been done that these new ideas and trends need to happen, especially with the younger demographic, to break that barrier between it being content or an ad.
Yeah.
And that's the consumer engagement.
Yeah.
Those trends, those ideas, that behavior interaction, that's going to be another thing that we'll see in 25.
I did see a video on it actually, and it's interesting because I'm trying to put myself in the perspective of a user. I'm like, would I do that? But I guess it's just something you'd adopt, if it becomes a growing thing, it would just become the new norm.
There is benefits to it because I find it with some. This is great for e-com, by the way. Like I feel like this is fantastic for e-com. I don't know if when you're shopping online or if you've been shopping online, there's certain products that you look at and you go, I wonder how that would actually look on
me,
or on me, or with this outfit. And sometimes the pre-shot, photo edited stock image, whatever they are, the studio lighting ones.
Yeah.
Doesn't always give you the right idea of what it looks like. So an example would be, I like my clothing. Most of you know that. Kara's in the background laughing at me. if I'm shopping online for shoes, sometimes it's hard to actually see the shoe of like how wide it is on foot.
Yeah.
Or
dresses for ladies is the biggest thing.
Right.
Like it always looks absolutely stunning on the model.
Yes.
That's made for that dress. But then you buy it, put it on, and it just looks like a garbage bag.
Well, they're unique. They're unique to different people.
On me.
And I think that's good though, because I think when you have that live shopping, they normally have, a few different people. So they have a few different guys. I'm shorter, so they'll have potentially somebody that's a little shorter, somebody that's a little taller, somebody that might, be a little bit, broader shouldered.
Yeah.
And they'll do things like that. So you can kind of have that idea of going, look, I'm 5'9", how's that gonna fit for me?
Yeah.
And they might have somebody there and they'll be able to actually chuck the jeans on and go, oh, these actually look quite long on that person. Yeah, great, I might actually not buy them.
Yeah.
But then they might have something in the store that they can go, yeah, but hold up, I've got something for you.
Yeah.
That personalization, it's gold.
Yeah, that is true.
And
that goes into the transparency and authenticity of brands as well.
Yep. You get far less returns.
Yeah.
Far less returns. There's a lot of products and in e-com that I have often looked at and go, yeah, look, I'm looking at those shoes or I want to buy those shoes, but I won't buy them until I actually get a chance to go and see them.
Yep, I'm the same with activewear because sometimes they can be super thin and like you can see your skin through it. And
right, so if you were in an environment of where you could see them and they could try it and they'll be able to stretch it and show you the thickness, you would engage with
perfect.
it. And you would want to.
Yeah.
See what I mean? It's a win.
Yeah,
It's a win. It'll blow up this year.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
That's exciting.
Yep. You're going to shop more and spend more money.
Yeah. Great.
Great.
And then the last one on the list is search everywhere, which you touched on in the previous podcast.
Yeah. This is great. Search Everywhere Optimization is the concept of changing what SEO is and optimizing your search for all platforms.
Yeah.
People no longer just search in Google. While it still dominates with something ridiculous like 70 to 80% of all searches, social media, people search. Local, people search. GPTs and AIs, people search. Forums, Reddits, YouTube, video platforms, people search. So no longer are we in a position of where we're optimizing for your website to rank for a position. We need your business to be present everywhere.
Yeah.
We have seen an uptick in our referral traffic from these platforms. I can go into the analytics on our website and I can see referral from GPT, referral from Claude, referral from Gemini. Yeah. We're getting traffic from these platforms because when people are searching for questions for answers, content for leading businesses, for authoritative sources, we're being cited.
Yeah.
And because we're being cited, people click. Because people click, we get the referral.
And that just comes from consistency across all the channels as well, not just a blog on your website, but our YouTube videos, Spotify, your articles on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, exactly. Search Everywhere Optimization. Yeah. Which is a perfect segue into our next video, which we have a new product release and we'll be talking about, which will encapsulate all of that. So we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for our next episode.